Hey, childcare CEOs. I had a blast this weekend and I couldn't wait to get back to tell you all about it. I was extremely blessed to be invited to the stage for the Childcare Millionaires Association live conference with Brandy Woods and her amazing people. It was electrifying, just amazing, overall amazing. And so what I had the opportunity to speak on was systems. And it's interesting, if I could be honest, I talk about so many different things when it comes to childcare business, the childcare world, even my personal life. But I must say, it is something different when I'm talking about systems, because what I realize a lot of times is either the lack thereof or the implementation of them makes all the difference. And I constantly talk about this season that we're in, all of us, not just childcare owners, but as parents, as adults, as business owners, as just Americans just living in this country. So many things are happening and we're impacted by a lot of stuff. But what I want to bring to your attention is, even though we cannot safeguard ourselves from every single thing, and we don't even know what to expect, things are coming up that maybe they have directly impacted you, maybe they have indirectly impacted you, but as I have been sharing about systems and really thinking about how I use them in my business, again, the lack thereof, in all honesty, can truly be impacting you way more than you think. I opened up my talk by sharing a really, really vulnerable experience that I had years ago, about 8 years ago, when I was literally in the middle of opening up my newest site, my second site, and it truly was going to either make or break the possibility for me to even run childcare businesses or be around children. If any of you know, right, our clearances and our name means everything. If there is anything that stands in the way of you having a clean clearance, that means a lot. That means a lot. And so I'll share, if you have not heard that story, I will share at another time. But I wanted to truly let everyone know that I am one of you. I am not one of those people who say, just do this because I've been able to do everything and it's been perfect. No, it has not. The reason I am before you is because of the experiences that I had, and there were things I didn't know. And I felt like there weren't necessarily spaces that prepared you for the legal ramifications that came with childcare, or the financial ramifications, or even how to prepare for this business. So many of us, we step into this with our hearts and our passion, and we love what we do, and we still do. But there's so many things that we are sometimes not prepared for. And I don't want that to be you. I don't want that to be me. I don't want that for us. And so when I come before you with stuff, I'm like, let me share with my childcare CEOs, because this could really, really help you avoid legal matters, compliance matters, financial matters, a lot. And so I don't want to make this video too long, but the reason I am coming before you today is I just wanted to share a little bit about what I shared with the Childcare Millionaires Association around systems. And they really will either free you up, save you time, money, and your sanity. And that's just not a cute tagline. That is real. And so I'll just take 3 out of the 7 things that I shared. And one of them was making sure that you have standards. What I was saying was sometimes we think that we are allowing people to be creative, and, I just want my staff to be able to have fun and kind of bring their authentic selves and bring a level of creativity. But without having standards in place that everyone needs to follow, all it does is it brings chaos. That's it. Creativity can sometimes bring chaos if there are not standards that will bring everyone in alignment. And that means, do you have SOPs, standard operating procedures? Is there a particular way that the person who answers your phones should answer your phones? Is there a very particular standard or procedure for enrollment? Are there procedures for hiring staff? Are there procedures for performance evaluations? Are there procedures for cleaning the table or the classrooms, right? Like all of these things really, really need standards around them, because what are people to expect? What is expected of them, right? Because sometimes we get frustrated and we're like, oh my goodness, they said they had 10 years of experience and I cannot tell. And what I learned is that, yes, they can have 10 years experience from other programs, but they have not been in my program. And the way we run our business probably is totally different from where they came from. So I need to set the standard and let them know, here's what we expect from you, and here's how you can be successful. Another insight that I gave them was making sure that you have tech tools. I know a lot of technology is out there, AI, all of that stuff. They are your friend. They are your friend. And the thing is, we have been used to being chief everything officers, and we do this and that, and we do all the things. But we don't have time, energy, and all of those things to do that anymore. What it really means is that we're so fractured focused that we can't dial in on our business and grow it. We're too busy having our hand in that and that and that, and we're wearing 10 different hats except for the one that we really need to wear, which is the CEO hat. And we need to be driving our business forward. We need to be making sure that we are financially savvy, that we are financially profitable, that we can pay our staff, right? We need to be focused in on that and not necessarily all of the other daily operations. That's why our people are here. So making sure that you have some tech tools that will allow you to save time, save energy, and you can actually delegate some things. A lot of things you can delegate to the tool, but there are also things that you can allow someone else to run the tech on that, right? Like we have things like Brightwheel. Some people use ProCare, right? There's some childcare management systems. There's some CRMs. There's ways that we can automate our invoices, and we can automate messages. We can automate emails. There's so many things that we can automate, still have control over it, but we don't have to spend our time on it. We can set it and forget it, and then we go about our business, running our business. The third thing is making sure that you are evaluating. That means whatever you're setting in motion, that you're going back and seeing how it's measured, right? So they have something, I like to say it too, right? You cannot, what you expect, you have to inspect, right? You have to measure it. There is data there. There's data everywhere. And that's not just about numbers. So for example, we track our staff attendance. That has a story to it. If you've ever run numbers on, well, what's my child attendance, what's my staff attendance, it tells a story. Are there periods where there's high attendance? Is there a period where people start calling out a lot? What does that mean? Oh, well, maybe it's a high illness season. Maybe this is the time each year that the staff gets sick or the children get sick. That means we need to put something in place before that starts happening, making sure that everyone's properly washing their hands, making sure that you have some type of floater or additional coverage, because we know that people start to get sick. Right? Like we put things in motion, but are we pausing to double check and evaluate what we've put in place? Are we double checking our accounts receivables? Are we expected to collect $5,000 this week, and this week we collected $4,200? Where's the rest of our money? Are people not paying on the expected Friday before the start of the new week? Are they routinely paying on Tuesdays? That's an issue, because we need to set a standard, right? We talked about that, but we have to make sure that we are collecting our money because we have bills to pay. But we're also making sure that everyone understands the boundaries around accounts receivables, when money is supposed to be due, because when our payments are due, they expect that money. And so we have to do the same. So these are just 3 examples of systems that we could put into place that will safeguard our money, safeguard our time, our sanity, right? Reducing stress so that we can put that energy into going on vacation, taking an additional day off, maybe having a lunch break, but also carving out time to work on our business instead of in it. And sometimes that's where we get stuck. So after I did my presentation, I had a number of people come up to me, and one just shared that they've also had experiences that threatened the future of their business, or, you know, something happened, and a lot of times paying attention to systems could really protect your business. So I wanted to share that with you, but also really find out from you, what are some systems that you're missing? Are you like, systems what? Like, what do you mean? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't have time to implement systems. People are calling out, I don't have enough staff, I don't have the money to invest in systems. I want to know what's going on with you, because the truth of the matter is, if we keep avoiding systems or we don't have them in place, I'm telling you, it will create a problem for your business. It will create a problem for you. You will be burned out. Your staff will leave because they're burnt out. You will not get the money that you're supposed to be receiving. The future of your business will be impacted if you have systems in place, the right ones. If you don't have systems in place or the right ones to safeguard your business, but you also could have some liability issues as well as compliance issues. And the truth of the matter is, they could cripple or totally impact your business. Seriously. If a state inspector walks in and you don't have the things in place that you need to, we don't know if and when something will literally take away our license, which means we can't collect any money because we can't care for children. And that trickles down and it impacts you, your life, and your family. And that was an experience that I had almost 8 years ago, and it totally turned how I ran my business. And in all honesty, that's when I really started being vocal and advocating, not just for me, my business, but also childcare owners. And not just childcare owners, because what I talk about, in all honesty, is all business. So it can really relate to entrepreneurs. I have something coming up soon that I'm so excited about, but I wanted to share this first just to get you thinking about systems and asking the questions that maybe you haven't asked. Again, are you like, systems, what, like, where do I start? What are you talking about? Right? So share with me what your thoughts are from this video, what stood out, what questions do you have? I will see you soon, but I wanted to share that with you. Talk to you soon.